What's up, everybody? It's Con Guy here, back with a Black Ops 7 video, and yes, I am back in-game, loading in, as you folks can see real quick. But apart from just the normal average gameplay, I actually have some announcements to make for you folks for Season 1 of, well, Black Ops 7, obviously. So basically, as we load in here, I do want to mention this is supposed to be a big Season 1 update according to the devs. So, first of all, we are going to start out with Endgame. What kind of updates is there going to be to Endgame? Obviously, if you folks don't know, Endgame, or what it is basically what I'm playing right now. Open world, you fight up against different zombies, different like NPCs, and you basically do these little challenges, which are shown right here. But basically, as I'm running around, I do want to briefly mention kind of what we know as of right now for the updates. So, actually, hold on, let me head over here. So basically, as far as the updates for in-game, we are going to get 4 new world events. For those of you that don't know what the world events are, basically the world events do include like these little different things around the map. So right now, I am headed to, what's this called again? The Fog Core site. There's a bunch of other stuff like mystery crates. Yeah, there's a lot of events as there is already. But also we are gonna get 8 new exotic skills that we can unlock, and basically according to my knowledge right now, we basically unlock these unique abilities by completing specific challenges or events within the world. Buddy. Oh, spider. Also, for those of you that are afraid of spiders, real quick, little PSA, apologies. There's probably going to be some spider zombies in this. Well, there will be. But basically, these exotic skills or abilities are basically to help improve accuracy, fast reload time, and much more other stuff. It can affect your slide, different effects on your slide, maybe even complement your different tracks. So basically, with the mention of different skill tracks, there is going to be one new skill track that has been mentioned by the devs, which is called the Phantom skill track. Now, there's not much that has been said about this, but if I was to guess, a lot of it would be like movement, invisibility, maybe not being seen by elites, or longer invis time. Or longer cloak time, I should say, not invis. That's a Minecraft term. Yep. Mangler. Buddy, can you not distract me from talking to my peeps, please? No, hey. Also, it's just me and like these 2 guys like taking down this objective. But basically that is what we know as of right now for Endgame. So, oh, and I also do want to mention, as far as Endgame, it does seem like we are going to get like a boss, another like boss fight, which it seems like the boss comes from Origins of Black Ops 2 Zombies, which is the giant robot mech dude. Looks pretty scary, looks pretty intimidating, but also looks pretty cool and pretty fun. We'll add to the chaos, more than likely, of the whole open world zombies meets guild kind of vibe. And my teammate went down, cool. Well, also, that will lead us into multiplayer. So, for those of you that play multiplayer more than anything, what does this mean for multiplayer? So, as of right now, we do have 4 new maps that have been confirmed to be released either at the start or mid-season of Season 1, which The first one is called Faith. Now, it is considered a new map, but we have seen this map before. It's basically, I believe it's from the Distortion mission of the campaign, which is basically where giant machetes like fall down on you and basically try and eliminate you in the campaign. Not fun. I'm pretty sure there's been countless people that have been down by these. But basically the main question I want to propose to you folks is basically, do you think that these giant machetes will fall down from the sky and try to eliminate us like they did in the campaign? Or do you think it's going to be like more of a one-time cinematic kind of deal where as it's counting down for the match to start, they'll fall down? Let me know down in the comments definitely what you... Oh. Why is there a dog? No. Why was there a dog shooting at me?
There's a guild shipping container nearby.
Like, why? No.
They do.
But basically, this is gonna be a 6v6 map, so I would say it's gonna be a decent sized map, maybe. I mean, I don't know that as like a for sure thing. But normally 6v6 maps are a decent size, like about a Really, dude? But yeah, normally they're like a medium-sized, decent-sized map. Okay, yeah, requires neutralizing the zone. Cool. And there's guys dropping in on me. But also there's another map that looks pretty interesting, which is called Odyssey. Pretty sure I said that name correctly. Oh. Okay, enemies, you are distracting me from my objectives here. Okay, please tell me I can access. Okay, shows it's cleared, but I can't access it. Don't know what the deal is. But basically, it does look like a carrier ship that was affected by the neurogas, which is what I call it. You could say it was corrupted by the gas. But basically, this does remind me of the mission where we fought Harper as a boss. Especially after he freaked out about how Menendez had a traitor and how all that went down. Yeah, pretty interesting little callback map. Like, pretty interesting what the devs are doing there. But there's another one that looks pretty cool from the photo, which is called Utopia. Now, what does Utopia kind of consider? So basically, this map does look like a futuristic, kind of little townish area. It does look like it has kind of a little bit of an express element to it. But basically, I do believe that this is going to be one of those maps where the devs are going to basically meme against themselves. Because we all know that devs love memeing, especially when it comes to their own little games. But also, the name that they chose for it is actually pretty interesting in nature. Hold on, actually let me eliminate these dudes. But basically, Hagen wanted to create a utopia through the gas, and basically through chaos. Obviously, we know the gas, aka the cradle, when it got used, especially in the campaign, it got very chaotic, very distorted. Was not pretty, was not fun. Personally, in my opinion, it did mess up the storyline a little bit, just because it seemed like every 2-3 minutes we were kind of like switching between. Which I don't know if that's what the devs kind of planned, but that's basically what happened as far as that's concerned. Also, I do believe all these maps do to some point tie into Menendez. kind of either what is going on or what has gone on. But basically this leads me to probably one of my most favorite BO2 maps, which is Standoff. Yes, Standoff is going to be back in BO7 as a remastered map. So pretty excited, pretty stoked about Standoff coming back. But also, yeah, with in-game multiplayer covered, now let's talk a little bit about zombies, because for those of you that don't really prefer neither, and are more of a zombies fan, what's the update for zombies for you folks? So basically, as many of us know, we are going to get our first DLC, which means a new zombies map, new wonder weapon. Basically, the name of... Oop, wait. There's a guy trying to jiggle peek. But basically, the name of this is called Astra Malrome, which is basically a round-based zombies map, following the whole storyline. Now, it is said that supposedly there is supposed to be a new voice actor. I believe also when you complete the main storyline of the current zombies, I do believe this announcer changes from like a male voice to a female voice. Let me know down in the comments if you folks have reached that point. Personally, I have not at this moment. But also there are going to be 2 survival maps, which are going to be based off of the map that we currently have. Hey, buddy. Where did you come from? Hello. Which is basically Exit 115, so basically the diner. And then we also have the Cosmodrome that's going to come back as a survival map. Okay, patch up. But also, during, I believe, mid-season, we are going to have direct... Oh, hey, stop throwing names at me. We are going to have directed mode for both the maps, both the current map and the DLC 1 map. Oh, no, come on. No, jiggle peeks. And then basically we are getting a new / returning perk, which is Mule Kick. Personally, Mule Kick isn't one of my favorite perks, but it is still a pretty cool perk to have nevertheless. Don't know where my English is today. But we are finally getting to the main thing that I'm pretty sure all you folks came for, which is what's gonna happen with Warzone. So as of right now, unless the dev changes, to my knowledge, Verdansk is gonna come back as the main Battle Royale map. But yeah, excuse me there. Oh no, buddy, stop! No, you're not a sniper, buddy. But basically, we are gonna get a new map, which is called Haven's Hollow. Now, it hasn't been confirmed if this is going to be a Battle Royale map or if it's going to be Resurgence. Personally, with the current knowledge that we have, I would say it's going to be a Resurgence map.
Clear outside.
But basically, there is going to be an update, or 2 updates to POI for Verdansk, which is going to be the single structure, which is new to Verdansk, and then we are going to get an upgrade or a remaster to the factory. So those are going to be 2 really interesting POIs, especially on the classic and fan favorite Verdansk map. And then of course we are going to get new game mode just like everything else, which is going to be casual Battle Royale, casual Resurgence, which is basically why I said Haven's Hollow is going to be a Resurgence map. We are also going to get a Holiday Rush LTM and Weekends LTM. Now, there hasn't been much talk to my current knowledge about what Weekends LTM is going to entitle. But if I had to take a well-educated guess, I would say weekend LTMs are basically going to be LTMs that are going to happen only during the weekend, so like Saturday and Sunday. And all the other game modes, which basically includes multiplayer and zombies, they're basically going to be there for the season. And like most stuff when COD adds is pretty permanent. But yeah, I'm honestly pretty excited to see where devs take Season 1 of Black Ops 7. Now there has been rumors and kind of confirmation, so I guess it's more confirmation than rumors at this point. Basically, during the Season 1 Battle Pass, the main theme. Oh, I ran up against the wall. The main theme, or kind of the main storyline behind the Season 1 Battle Pass, will basically follow the events after the campaign. So, for those of us that basically followed the campaign, or played it, or watched it, basically we know at the end of the campaign, once Kagan is captured, there is a new guild boss, or new guild master, I presume. That basically arises, and he's basically one of the guys that talks to us during in-game. But basically, if you get the Battle Pass, or if you have it from pre-ordering, you basically will have the chance to unlock him personally as a playable operator. So basically, you can play in multiplayer, zombies, or even in in-game.
Might be useful.
But yeah, so it is pretty cool to see where the devs are planning to take everything, where they're gonna go with everything, and basically how will the events of Season 1 eventually lead to the events of Season 2. Just because we know in the past, seasons have been known to follow each other. So basically whatever happens at Season 1 will fall into Season 2, and so on and so forth, all the way to Season 6. So it is pretty interesting to kind of see the storyline of Black Ops 7 unfold way past the campaign. But also, as many of you folks know, we are going to get a bunch of new weapons, which one of them is actually returning from BO2, which is the ballistic knives. Now I know we haven't seen the ballistic knives since BO2, I want to say. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But of course we're going to get a bunch of other weapons. We're going to get snipers, we're going to get ARs. Yeah, looks like it's going to be a pretty epic Season 1. Hopefully, depending on what it looks like when it comes out, hopefully they carry the momentum if it's really good. If it's not good, hopefully they do what they did with the beta and they basically end up learning from their mistakes and making the next season better. So, yeah, basically to kind of wrap it up with some final thoughts, mainly for the devs, but also for people to consider. Yeah, basically taken if Season 1 isn't good, which I honestly hope it is. I've been enjoying BO7. Then either make the necessary changes if possible, or just make Season 2 better. I mean, trial and error, that's how we learn, and that's how we grow. I probably said grow accidentally. But yeah, anyhow, that is all I have for you folks. So hopefully you enjoyed this nice little announcement slash gameplay video. Oh. These guys aren't raising. What is going on here? But yeah, anyhow, I will see you folks in a future video, and hopefully you folks found this informative. Kind Guy signing out.